Hello, everybody. Um, so I made it. I look pretty rough. Oh, that's my dog leaning on me. I look pretty rough. Uh, Black eye, bruises, bruising. I will show you the inside of my mouth. So, um, viewer discretion or whatever. Here we go. Very, uh, um, I was really sore the first day, and I couldn't talk at all. Um, I had I was a little confused on what was happening because when I woke up, I felt all of this like hard. Uh, I don't know. To me, it felt like bone or whatever, and I was like, "What the hell is going on?" Um, and I couldn't understand what it was. I thought maybe it was because they put a pin here and a pin here and a pin here to hold the surgical guide and then do the drilling. Um, and the communication was a little off. Uh, I went, I think it was 2 days after surgery. I went in and spoke to a dentist. This dentist I had not seen before. She wasn't a part of the original team when I went in, but I asked her if it was the pins, and she said yes. And then further on into the conversation, I had mentioned pins, and she said no. And I was like, oh, I'm so confused. I don't understand what's happening. Um, and then I sent Manuel a message, and I kind of let him know that I was a little confused on things. And he was able to get a hold of someone who then called me down and explained everything to me where I could understand. Uh, and basically, what how they explained it was they exposed my gum and actually shaved down my bone, which I will say that I was not aware that that was going to happen. Uh, so I kind of wasn't mentally prepared for that. I wasn't prepared for all the stitches and the bruising inside my mouth. I will say I was not prepared for that, and I'm not sure if I'm not sure if they didn't know prior to me having the procedure, which I would hope that they did know. Um, I maybe just didn't mention it or something. But I was really confused on that. But once he explained it to me, it kind of made sense. Uh, I guess I have to do a little bit more research to. I just think I personally need a little bit more research. So if you guys also have some web pages or anything like explaining some of that process to me, like what could possibly happen, the potentials inside and all on X, that would be great. But, you know, I mean, the facilities was clean and very sleek. They had all the new machines and x-rays and the CAD and the cam, the surgical guide, all that. Oh, my eye hurts so bad. Just this side of my face hurts worse uh, than any other side. Well, any other. I only have one other. mm. uh, my gums are very, very sore. I was ready to come home. I am home. I arrived at like 2. No, not 2. It was like 1:30. And as soon as I got home, I headed right to my bathtub. I was just like, there are just certain things that you do to make you feel better, and I didn't have access to a bathtub. And the water there, you can't drink it or anything. You have to be very careful about, swallowing it or anything like that. So And me and Bath in extreme hot water, we mix very well, you know. And so I headed right to my bathtub. And then after my bathtub, my daughter made me some. Oh, my hand's still bruised too. My other hand is bruised. They tried it in that hand, the IV, but it was a no go. But you can see where they put it in, and you can see the bruise. Um, and then when I got out, my daughter made me some chicken noodle soup, which I could not find anywhere in Mexico at both the Walmart as well as the other grocery store. I would say if you're going to Mexico, uh, look at those locations for grocery stores and research the stores. I thought I was prepared, but I was not prepared at all. I just was not prepared at all. I couldn't find anything that I wanted. Um, and of course, communication was very hard, so uh, it was just extremely hard trying to find the things that I needed. Um, I know next time it will be very different. Now that I have an idea, I'm going to be doing some things differently, but I'll get into that later. They wanted to, when I went down for that appointment and we were confused on the whole pin situation with that dentist, she wanted to take my dentures that Josh made, and she was going to put a mold in there and stick them in my mouth and, you know, like widen them and accommodate them to the current condition of my mouth. And I said, no, no way. Been there, done that. I have experience in this, as you all well know. And for those who have extractions and then immediate dentures and then move on to the permanent dentures and maybe in their implant process now, uh, you're also well aware of this. And I don't think a lot of people are when they go in, and they should. Um, Whatever they do to your mouth after, whether it's extractions and implants or just implants, whatever they do to your mouth, uh, bone grafts, you know, whatever the case may be, whether it's extractions all the way up. Let's say you had all the procedure, bone grafts and sinus lifts and multiple implants, or you just had extractions and implants, or you just had implants. No matter what they do after the fact, when they make that prosthetic, that denture to go into your mouth, just know 10 days from the day you place that in your mouth, it will not fit. Period. Uh, so plan for that, you know? If you absolutely must have teeth when you walk out, great, do it. Um, but I think that putting a denture over all of this is crazy. Absolutely crazy. You need to give your body time to heal. Because if you don't, I mean, think about it. How much money did you spend on that? And then just because of you're afraid of the way you look or whatever the case may be, that you put dentures over top of those that will be useless to you in 10 days' time. For what? For what? So I would say if it's included in your treatment plan, like in the pricing, go for it, you know. Hell yeah, go for it. But if not, if you can wait until you get back home and have a local dentist, like affordable dentures, or I mean, there's so many places out there now. Make you a set after the stitches are gone, the swelling has went away, the bruising is gone, and you know that your mouth is ready for it. Do that, because nothing that they put in your mouth during that trip is going to be worth a damn in 10 days. Please know that, okay? You need to know that. I mean, I don't care who you are or what you're having done with your mouth. If you are going from toothless to fake teeth, no matter what path you choose, when all the work is done in that first step, 10 days, 15 days, what they do in that time frame, what they give you, will never fit you again. Ever. So, I did not give them my dentures from Josh. I said no. I really love my dentures, and he did a really good job. My dog is scratching. He did a really good job with my dentures, and I trust Josh. So he knows my mouth pretty well. um, so I'm going to heal and let the stitches dissolve and let the swelling go down and let the bruising go away. And I am gonna send him a message just to give him kind of a heads up. Obviously, I don't want to just pop in like, hey, surprise. um, but I'm going to see him after that and see what he wants to do. I only have 6 months to wait before I go back for the next process, which is uncovering. Now they did cap what's in there. They did put caps on all of them, and so when I go back, they have to uncover each of them, which will hurt y'all. Which I found out, I had no idea, but they numb the area, he said, and then they expose each one of those implants, look at it, so on and so forth, which I'll be updating them, as I go to, sending them pictures of my mouth. And then after that, that's when the process starts, adding the abutments and choosing the shade and the size and the width and the length and the color of the gums and, whatever that may be. So that's a while out, but I have 6 months, so I'm gonna say probably like at least 30 days healing. Probably. Hell, I don't know. I have no idea, but at some point I'm gonna see Josh and see if he can take what he made me and help me make it work once my mouth is in better shape. I lost a lot of weight, y'all, very quickly, which scares me. So I was 100, I think I said in a video, 122.6. And before I got in the tub last night, the very last thing I did was I stripped all my clothes off and I stepped on the scale. And I was 116.1. So I lost 6 point something ounces in like 5-6 days. I lost a pound a day. That worries me a lot because I worked really hard to gain my weight. For those of you who don't know, with my bad teeth and just life in general and all the abuse and bullshit I put up with in my life, I was very skinny. I was like 100. Well, I was like, at one point in time, I was like 96 pounds. And then like my heaviest was like 105. And so I'm really worried about losing too much weight. And so I need to figure out, and I don't do very good with dairy, and it seems like a lot of soft foods is like dairy stuff. Or incorporates dairy, and my body just can't handle that, and it really sucks because I went from proper amounts of fiber and greens and fish and chicken and not just like a very healthy diet to this moment. And I was preparing my body for it, but at the same time, I kind of, I just miss it. But anyways, so that is my update. I am bruised. I have black eye. I don't know if the other one, well, it's kind of black, but this one's definitely, discolored. and I'm home. So now begins the healing process. I am going to update you guys in like the next day or two when I can talk a little better about you know, just how I'm feeling and some of the things I might. And please send me some stuff for like you know, all on X and what they could do throughout the procedure. Because I'm just curious about that. Alright, you guys, I love you, and I survived, yay! And I will update you as soon as I can. I love you. Bye bye.